Hello there, it's John Hall from Right Here Pens with another pen review, and this time we're going to be looking at this chap. Now this is a fairly important pen to write here, and there's a bit of a story behind it, but you probably don't want to be looking at me, so we'll have a look at the pen while I tell you all about it. Right then, here we are, and this is the pen. It's large, it's about 6 inches long capped, about 5 1/4 uncapped, and to mix things up a bit, it's about 1.5 millimeters, probably about 3/4 of an inch in diameter. It weighs 34 grams capped and 19 grams uncapped, so it's substantial. Let's have a look at it and see whether we can get it in focus, because that's been a bit of a struggle all day. The first thing to look at, I think, is this marking on the back of the cap ring, and it says, I hope you can see, here we go, SCRIBO, Italy. And who is SCRIBO, you ask yourselves? Well, it's an Italian company that has been set up to manufacture pens. And the interesting thing about it, from my point of view, hang on, focus is a nightmare, is that it's the people who used to work for Omas pens. They've kept in touch with one another, got themselves together and managed to get a pen company going. And when they got in touch with me a few months ago and said, would you like us to make you some pens? I said yes. So here we are. Let's have a look at a bit more detail. So we know it's coming from Bologna, and we know it's coming from the people that used to make Omas. And there we go. At the front we have, right here, there we go. That's our logo. And here's our emblem on top. There we are. Got that there. Good. I'm sorry about the focus on this. This is always a bit of a nightmare. Right, okay. So we've got a fairly substantial pen that keeps going out of focus as soon as I move it. Basically grey, it's a piston filler. It will have a somewhat more attractive green ring round the end when it's completed. And I think one thing I'd like to draw your attention to is this very fine and slightly out of focus. There we go. Very fine clip. That's quite striking, I think. Now this is a prototype, so it's not quite got all the detailing that you're going to get on the finished article. But we're going to take a look at the nib, which is the business end of any pen, and always was the bit of Omas pens that in the end was the most important. And here we are. It's a beautiful shape. It's nicely engraved. And if you have a look at the profile of the feed, that would be fairly familiar to many of us, I think. Now the finished pen will actually be a screw on top, so won't be quite the way it is at the moment. There we go. Right, now what I'm going to try to do now is just note down the main points, hope we're focused, and see whether you can read it. So the pen is made by company Scrittura Bologna, SCRIBO for short. It's a substantial pen, and it will have both 18 karat nibs in extra fine, fine, medium and broad, but it will also have 14 karat flex nibs in extra fine, fine, medium and broad. So that's quite exciting. Now a feature that's new to this particular brand is that the nibs will be on screw-in units. Now, of course, what I hope you're able to see as I scribble away here with my appalling hand is that this actually writes absolutely beautifully. It's got all the characteristics of nibs from pen companies in Bologna that we have loved over the years. This is an 18 karat broad. I haven't tried the flex nib yet, but if it's anything like as good as this one, it will be absolutely brilliant. And of course I won't get to try it until the pens come in at the end of September. We're making 50 of them, and they're numbered, and we're selling them from the 1st of October, and they're being launched at the London Pen Show actually. So that's going to make it quite a nice event, and Luca Baglioni is actually coming over and will be with us on that day. But it is on our website at present, and because if people order early, it gives me a chance to get the nibs a bit more right than I would do otherwise. I strongly recommend you go to www.writeherepens, no gaps of course, .co.uk, and look for the SCRIBO pen. The price is going to be £450. However, it will be £400 until 30th September. And just to leave you with the information I've given, the basic information about this pen.